So for this first question, we have to find the trigonometric function value of cos 315. So all you have to do is remember your quadrants and the formula of each quadrant. Okay, so the formula of the first quadrant is theta, second quadrant is 180 minus theta. Then for the third quadrant, the formula is 180 plus theta. While for the last quadrant, it is 360 minus theta. Then if you check the value that you are given, you see that you have cos 315. 315 falls in the fourth quadrant because it is greater than 270 but less than 360. So all you have to do is look for the formula. The formula is 360 minus theta. So what will you subtract from 360? That will give you 315. So it's very, very simple. So 360 minus something, theta, will give you 315. Okay, then what is that value? You can see that obviously that value will be 45 degrees. So that means that the value of cos 45 degrees has the same value as cos 315, and both of them are positive. Okay, now what is the value of cos 45 degrees? The value is 1 over root 2. Okay, it's very, very obvious. Okay, so all you have to do is go to your option and look for the value of 1 over root 2 there. So that's option C. So that's the answer to that question. So we have this next question. We are told that the nth term of a sequence is given by u of n is equals to 2 plus 3 u of n minus 1. Okay, while the fourth term, that's u4, is equals to 36 plus u3. So we have to find the third term of the sequence. So all you have to do is write out the expression, then start with the first value of n which you are given, which is u4. So n is equals to 4. So plug in u4 into the expression above. Okay, so that will be 3 into u of, n minus 1. That means 4 minus 1 because n is 4. So 4 minus 1 will give you 3. So this is the expression for u4. Then, but what is the original value of the original expression of u4? So u4 is from the question. You can see that u4 is equals to 36 plus u3. So what you have right there is just two equations that you can solve simultaneously. So at this point, you have two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. So all you have to do is just do some simple subtraction. Okay, so u4 minus u4 will give you 0. Okay, then you move to the next part, which is 2 minus 36. So that will give you, if you subtract that, that will give you minus 34. Okay, then plus, then you have 3u3 minus 1u3. That will give you 2u3. Okay, 3 minus 1 is 2. Then from there, just simplify. Okay, take minus 34 to the other side. Okay, that will give you 34 is equals to 2u3. Then from here, you can divide both sides by 2 to get the final answer. So u3 is 34 over 2. So 34 over 2 will give you 17. So move to the option, then you look for 17 there. So you can see the answer right there, 17. For the next question, we have to find, we are told that if f of x plus 2 is equals to 3 into x squared minus 2x plus 5, you have to find f1. Okay, you have to find f1. That means f1, from the original expression, we already seen what f of x plus 2 is equals to. So that means your x plus 2 is equals to 1 in this case. So just equate it to 1. Then from there, you can solve for x. So that will give you 1 minus 2. That will give you x equals minus 1. Now, since you've known what x is, go back and plug it into the value for f of x plus 2. So just go there and slot it in there. So if you do that, you're going to get 3 into minus 1 squared minus 2 into minus 1 plus 5. So just simplify that. So minus 1 squared will give you 1. So 3 times 1 is 3. Then minus 2 times minus 1, that will give you plus 2. Okay, then the next part will be plus 5. So add everything all together, that will give you 10. So that means f of 1 will give you 10. So look for 10 in the option. Then that will be your answer. For the next one, you have to find the intercepts on the x and y axis respectively of the line 3x minus 2y plus 6 equals 0. So just remember your normal x and y coordinates. So what are the intercepts? So those are the points where the line cuts the x and the y axis. And those 2 points can be easily obtained by doing when x equals to 0, what's the value of y? Okay, then when y is equals to 0, what's the value of x? So when x is 0, go to your original equation and plug it in there. So 3 times 0, that will give you 0. So you're going to have minus 2y plus 6 is equals to 0 because the x will cancel out. Then from here, you can solve for y. So take 6 to the other side. Then you divide both sides by minus 2. So minus 6 over minus 2, that will give you 3. Now, since you've known this, the second point is to do the one for y. So you need to do when y is equals to 0 now. So when y is 0, go to your original expression. Anyway you see y, that part will be 0. So that part will cancel out. You'll be left with 3x and 6. Okay? So that will give you 3x plus 6 is equals to 0. Then just solve this simple equation. So 3x, take 6 to that side, you get minus 6. So divide both sides by 3, that will give you minus 6 over 3. So x is minus 2. If you solve that. So the answer is pretty straight up. So you need to get the options out now. So go to your option and look for the value. So you need the one for x first. X is minus 2 and y is 3. So you need the one for x first and y second. So that's the answer right there, minus 2, 3. Taking note of the fact that it's not 3 minus 2 because the one for x should come first. So minus 2, 3 is the right answer. Okay? So for the next question, we're told that if 2x squared minus px plus 6 is equals to 2x minus 6 into brackets, open bracket, x minus 1, then p is equals to what? So what you need to do is to expand this. When you expand it, the equation of x will give you your answer. So 2x times x will give you 2x squared. 2x times minus 1, you have minus 2x. Then you have minus 6x plus 6. So correct the like terms. Minus 2x minus 6x will give you minus 8x. In the next step, all you have to do is compare the values that you have. So minus px will be equals to minus 8x. So just compare both of them. So the negative cancel with the other negative. Then you can see that p is standing as 8. So the correct answer when you move to your options will be p is equals to 8. Okay, so the right answer is option C. So for this next question, we are told that the sum of an infinite geometric progression is 2 number 2 over 7. Okay, and the first term is 4. We have to find the common ratio. So I've brought everything out for you guys to make it easy for you. The first thing is the formula for sum of infinity is a over 1 minus r. 2 number 2 over 7 is the same thing as 16 over 7. And you can see from the question that the first term is equals to 4. Okay, so all you have to do is substitute the values into the formula here. So if you do that, you're going to get, put the value 16 over 7. Then the value of a is 4, as you can see from the question. Then they are dividing by 1 minus r. So all you have to do is cross multiply and divide both sides by 16 over 7. So you have 1 minus r will be 4 over 16 over 7. So this is division, okay? So the 7 will go up, okay, while the 16 will be down. So you're going to have 4 times 7 over 16. So you cut that out, you're going to get 7 over 4. So the value of 1 minus r is equals to 7 divided by 4. Then all you have to do is to look for the value of r by collecting the like terms. So you have 1 minus 7 over 4. Then the next step is to just simplify this. 1 can be written as 4 over 4. Okay, you can also write 1 as 4 over 4. Then minus 7 over 4. Then from there, simplify it further. 4 minus 7 will give you minus 3. Then you just move to the option and check for the particular answer right there in the option. So you can see the option right there. So for this next question, we are told that 2 dice are thrown together. What's the probability of getting a sum of 5. So whenever you're working on a dice question like this, the total option that you have is 36 because you have 2 dice. Okay, 6 times 6 is 36. Then all you have to do is just look at the things that can give you total of 5 when you throw a die. So you have 1, 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, and 4, 1. Those are the options that can give you a total score of 5. So after that, all you need to do is count the options one by one. So total is 4. There are 4 of them because you have 1, 4, 4, 1, 3, 2, and 2, 3. So just 4 of them. Then our total probability in this case should be 36. So we'll put it everything together. That will be 4 over 36. Then if you cut that out, you're going to get 1 over 9. Then you move to your option and check for 1 over 9 there. So for this next question, we are told that the area of a circle is 154 cm squared. And we have to find the circumference using pi as 22 over 7. So from the question, you can see that the area is 154 cm squared, right? Then the next thing is the formula for area of a circle, which is pi r squared. So that means pi r squared is equals to 154. Then from here, we try to isolate r squared. So we divide both sides by pi. But the value of pi is 22 over 7 from the question. So you break that down, you get 154, 7 goes up, then 22 goes down. Then we try to cut this out using 11. So 11 in 22 will give you 2. Then 11 in 154 will give you 14. Okay, then the next step to do is to cut with 2. So 2 in 14, that will give you 7. So r squared will just be 7 times 7, that is 49. Then from there, take the square root of both sides. So the radius is 7. But that's not what you're actually looking for. You are told to find the circumference. So the formula of circumference is c equals 2 pi r. So from here, we already know our value of r. So 2 times 22 over 7 times 7. So 7, the 7 will cancel the 7. Then the value of c will be 2 times 22, which is 44. So the value of the circumference is 44. So move to the option and look for 44 there. So you can see it right there. So for the next question, which of the following is not a quadratic expression? So to identify a quadratic equation, the highest power of x must be 2. Okay, so just go through the options and check for the ones that will not give you highest power of x as 2. If you check it carefully, you will see that the first one goes well with it. Okay, for the second one, if you expand it, you will get the highest power of x as 2. For the third one, if you expand it, the highest power of x will not be 2, it will be 3. So that means option C is the correct answer. So for the next question, we have to evaluate 4 times 10 to the power 3 in brackets times 6 times 10 to the power 2, giving your answer in standard form. So the first thing to do, 4 times 6 will give us 24. Then you want to take note of 10 to the power 2 and 10 to the power 3. So using law of indices, you add that out. That will give you 10 to the power 2 plus 3, okay, which is 10 to the power 5. But the way it is right now, it is not yet in standard form. So all we have to do is break down 24 in standard form. So 24 in standard form will give you 2.4 times 10 to the power 1. Okay, you're just multiplying by 10. Then times 10 to the power 5. Then using law of indices again, the base is the same, that's 10. So all we have to do is add the powers, that's 1 plus 5. So 1 plus 5 will give us 6. So our answer will be 2.4 times 10 to the power 6. So move to the option and look for that there. So that's the answer there, C. So for this next question, a shopkeeper sold an item for 3,600 naira, making a profit of 20%. We have to find the original cost of the item. That's the cost price. We have to find the cost price. So the first thing we're going to do is to write the formula for selling price. So selling price is equals to increase percent divided by the original percent, okay, times the cost price, which is CP. So increase percent means just add 100 to the original percentage I was given in the question. So in the question we have 20%. So the selling price will be, that will be 100 plus 20, that will give you 120. So the original percentage is 100, then times the cost price. Then slotting the value for the selling price. The selling price is 3,600 in the question. So you get this value, then you divide by 100. So all you have to do is do simple cross multiplication. Then you're dividing by 120 to get the cost price. Then from here, you cancel out, okay? 12 in 36 is 3. So you're going to have 300 times 10. So the cost price is 300 times 10, which is 3,000 naira. Then move to your option and look for 3,000 naira there. So the answer is option B. So for this next part, 8% of a certain sum of money is 320 naira. What is 10% of the sum of money? So the first thing to do is let's assume that the sum of money is x. So we have 8% of x. So that will be 8 over 100 times x. And we are told that this value is equals to 320. So we can find x from here by doing 320 times 100. Then you divide it by 8. So if you solve this out, 8 in 320 is 40. So 40 times 100. Then you're going to get x as 4,000. But this is not the final value that you need. You are told to find 10% of this value. So 10% of this value will be 10 over 100 times 4,000. Then you solve this. If you solve this, you're going to get x equals to 400. Then move to your option, look for 400 as the answer. So for this next question, we are told that if 4 raised to the power x plus 1 times 8 raised to the power 2x minus 1 is equal to 16, we have to find the value of x. So we have the question written here. The first thing to do is to break down each term with the base of 2. So 4 is 2 raised to the power 2. So you're going to have 2 raised to the power 2x plus 1. Then 8 is 2 raised to the power 3. So open your brackets, 2x minus 1. Okay, goes into the brackets. While your 16 is 2 raised to the power 4. Okay, now from this part you expand the bracket at the top. So you are going to have 2 raised to the power 2x plus 2 at this particular point. Then 2 raised to the power 6x minus 3 equals 2 raised to the power 4. Then at this point, since you have a common base, okay, 2, the next thing to do is just to add the powers. Okay, you add the powers because in indices, times is plus. So 2 raised to the power 2x plus 6x by collecting the like terms. Then plus 2 minus 3 equals to 2 raised to the power 4. Then 2x plus 6x is 8x. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Minus 1 equals to 2 raised to the power 4. So at this point, the base is the same. So you can cancel the bases. Just equate the powers. So you have 8x minus 1 is equals to 4. So that will give you 8x, correct like terms, that will be 4 plus 1, which is 5. Divide both sides by 8. Then get your answer as x equals 5 over 8. So go to the option and look for 5 over 8. So for this last question, we are told that if cos square x plus 1 over 5 is equals to sine square x, we have to find the value of cos x. So this is trigonometry. So we have cos square x plus 1 over 5 equals sine square x. So the first step to do is to take sine square x to the other side. that is the left hand side. So when you do that, you have cos square x minus sin square x equals to minus 1 over 5. Now in trigonometry, cos square x minus sin square x has a value. It's the concept of double angle. So the value of that is 2 cos square x minus 1. That's the value of cos square x minus sin square x. Then we are to find the value of cos square x. So let's take 1 to the other side. Now from here, you're going to get 2 cos square x. Then the last step is just to simplify 1 minus 1 over 5. You can write the 1 as 5 over 5, then minus 1 over 5. Then 5 minus 1 will give you 4 over 5. But don't forget that the left hand side is still 2 cos square x. So you have to divide both sides by 2. Dividing both sides by 2 is the same thing as multiplying the right hand side by half. So you're going to get 2 cos square x equals 2 over 5. Okay, then from here you can find the value of cos x by taking the square roots of both sides. So that will give you cos x on the left hand side equals to the square root of 2 over 5. Then all you have to do is move to the option and look for the square root of 2 over 5 there. So you can see the option there, that it is option A. So that's a wrap for today, guys. Thank you for watching this video up to this point. I wish you all the best in your post-UME examination. Thank you for watching. Take care. See you guys in the next one. Bye.